Why are teens really so difficult? Nobody else wants to say this, but I'm going to, because we need to hear it. We've got to tell the truth about this, because only when we are honest about the truth can we really do something about it. But we've got to be willing to see it and stop hiding from it and pretending like it's the kids. Here's what happens. When kids are babies, when they are infants, they can't do anything for themselves. They have no choice, no ability to do anything other than what we want them to do. They wear what we want, they eat what we want, they go wherever we pick them up and physically take them, the end. So as they start to develop language and the ability to walk and run away, now all of a sudden they're beginning to realize they're not extensions of us. We are not extensions of them. They have their own thoughts, feelings, ideas, and preferences. Oh, I don't want to eat that. I don't want to read that book. I don't want to wear that. I don't want to get in my car seat. I don't want to wear my shoes. However, because we are so much bigger than them and we have these crazy ideas that it is our job to control other human beings, that it is our job, our duty to make them do whatever we want, even when they don't want to, that's not going to be good as they get older. So now all of a sudden we can just take them and force them to put their shoes on. We can strap them in their car seat even when they're kicking and screaming and they don't want to. So kind of like baby elephants, you put a chain around their leg and they learn to just stop fighting against it eventually because it's useless. And then you can hold an adult elephant with just a teeny tiny flimsy little rope. Same thing happens with our kids. So now for the next several years, even though they don't want to do whatever we've made them do before, they've given up hope. They realize it is futile. They're just going to do whatever we make them do to keep the peace, to protect themselves, whatever. Well then, fast forward about 10 years, now they hit the teenage years and they're even more sick of having someone else make all the decisions for them and make them do whatever the other person wants them to do, even if they don't want to do it. Not ever taking their feelings, needs, and preferences into consideration seriously, the way another adult's preferences would be taken into consideration. And now they're physically as big as us and they realize they don't have to take our shit anymore. They are ready to finally stand up for themselves and be like, listen, you can all the way off. I'm not doing that. I don't want to. And that's why they're arguing about everything, because they are so tired of us forcing what we want onto them and not really taking them into consideration. So listen, here's the thing. It's not that our kids are bad. The terrible twos is something we made up because we're like, oh, they're not just letting me control them anymore. They're so terrible. No, we are the ones who've been terrible by forcing another human being to do everything against their will just to keep us happy. What do you hear people say about teenagers all the time? They're so entitled. They just want to get their own way. They're stubborn. Really? You know who's stubborn? It's us. We are being stubborn. We just want our own way. And now that they have stopped giving it to us, we're just shocked. Like, I just don't know what to do with them anymore. Have your teenagers started refusing to do things they don't want to do? Oh my God, why are we shocked about this? So here's the thing. You can change this. You can change it right now. It is very simple. It is difficult because it's a lot of years of unprogramming we've got to do, but all you need to do is start treating your child like a human being. Start showing their feelings, needs, and preferences as much consideration as yours and anyone else's, and watch how fast things change.